It is so nice to see so many familiar faces here tonight. I'm shocked of the support that I've been given this past year. And for those who are coming for the first time, welcome. Thank you so much, Kirkland and Ellis, for this space, for this party, and for the generous gift. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and the creation of FEIH. I know some of you guys have heard the story before. I'm just a guy living the American dream. I was born in Boston. I was raised in Honduras. When I was 18 years old, I got back to the state. I found myself passing through New York City, and I fell in love with this city. And I knew I was going to live here. So eventually, I got back to New York City. I got a job in an office, a full-time job, and I was making more money than ever before. So I started going back to Honduras on Christmas to visit my family and my friends. And I remember in one of those trips, I'm at a Christmas party with my friends and family, and I had an encounter with a little boy. He was hungry. He wanted to get food, and he succeeded. He stole my plate. So I started chasing this kid. I was angry. I thought to myself, I'm chasing a thief. He took my plate. So I chased him, but when I finally caught up to him, I realized he wasn't a thief. He was just a little boy trying to feed his family in Christmas. He was a little boy who didn't have nothing for Christmas and his family. Then I found myself talking to him, to his family, and some other families from that community who didn't have anything in Christmas. I was shocked. It was ridiculous to see this. I knew I had to do something. So I started going back to Honduras. But before I started going back to Honduras in December, I said to myself, I'm going to save a little bit of money every paycheck. And I managed to save a few $100s to go back to Christmas, to go to a poor community and bring them food, bring them clothes, bring them toys, give them just hope. And every year started getting bigger. I have a lot of friends here in the audience who work in Kirkland who have been supporting me on this. One year, it's always started this way. I went to John's office, and I told John I was going to Honduras. And I told him what I was doing. So he gave me a check. And that year, I bought a lot of stuff. I was able to buy a lot of stuff. They thought I was Santa Claus, those people. Got them a lot of food, toys. It was just amazing. I got back to the States, started telling my friends about this, and I went back the following year. But this year we had a different theme. We wanted to fix up a school. So we went to this village. Kathy came with us to Honduras that year. So we went to this village. We painted the school. We gave them new desks because they were sitting on the floor. We fixed their bathroom. We gave them school supply. I got back again to Kirkland, started telling my friends, look, this is how we spend your money. We fixed up a school. People are happy. 3 months later, the principal called me and said to me, Ramiro, not one kid dropped out of school. I was just so happy. Again, I went to John Hanna's office. And I tell John, I remember he was on the phone. John, my man, I need to talk to you. What happened? You remember the school that we fixed up, all of us together? Yes. The principal just called me. He said, not one kid dropped out of school. He paused, he looked at me, and he said to me, Ramiro, I think it's time to put a foundation together. Kirkland and Ellis is going to do the pro bono work. I'm going to help you get a strong board of directors, and you're going to be the president. I got out of his office. Then I told Kathy what John told me. And Kathy said to me, is John crazy? I think he is. But that's how FEIH was born. Last year, I was here, and you heard about our dreams. You heard about our hope to give the people of Honduras a better future. Now I'm here to tell you about what we did. Well, about what you did. Last November, I went to Honduras without any fanfare, no schedule, didn't tell anybody. The only item in my agenda was to go see how our first school was being built. Because I was getting a lot of phone calls from Honduras. The volunteers are helping out, the construction worker, but I wanted to see it for myself. I finally got there. It's November. Honduras is hot all year round. So it was so hot. And about a dozen people were working so hard between volunteers, construction workers. So I approached them, each and one of them. And then I met a man. His name is Faustino Heraldo. That's his picture. When I met Faustino Heraldo, I asked him if he was a paid worker or a volunteer. This is what he told me. Ramiro, I have been unemployed for over a year. My 4 kids come to this school, but they have to go in 2 different shifts because the school is so small, just like John Hennis was saying. The school is so small, they can't go to the school in 1 shift. My kids, after this project is finished, is going to have a brand new school, and they're going to be able to go to school together. But I got better news for you. He said, tell me, Ramiro, after working so hard as a volunteer, the construction manager hired me as a laborer. I was like, now I'm able to give my family food. And he's choking up, and I'm choking up too. Why he's telling me this? I said, Faustino, it's amazing. He said, yes, this project has changed my life, has changed this community. And it's going to give my children a better future. Life is good, he said to me. Life is good. Think about that. A father of 4 kids living in a poor community, in a poor country, working under those hot conditions, he still managed to tell me, life is good. Life is good for him and for so many people in Honduras because of you. You made life good. Thank you so much.